Stop. Look, before you take the next bite of that chocolate. You need to hear this.
There's a very real chance what you're eating isn't actually what the label says it is anymore. Over the past 2 years, major food companies have quietly changed their recipes. Not to make food healthier, not to make it better, but to dodge the warning labels coming in 2026. Same packaging, same shelf, same price, cheaper ingredients. Get this, you're paying premium prices for food that's legally been downgraded. Less real dairy, less cocoa, more air, more fillers. I learned this the hard way. I was losing about $50 a month on products that quietly stopped being what they used to be.
In the next minute, I'll show you the 2 label tricks companies use to make this legal, and a 10-second check that can stop it cold.
Because once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you'll never shop the same way again. So, why is this happening right now? Because the rules are about to change, and companies are scrambling before they do. Starting around 2026, regulators are rolling out front OF package warning labels. Big, bold flag for foods loaded with sugar, salt, or saturated fat. The thing is, that's a total nightmare for sales. So instead of fixing the food, companies are just fixing the labels. They're racing to tweak recipes just enough to stay under the warning thresholds, while keeping costs low and margins high. More water, more air, more cheap substitutes. Look, I fell for it too. I grabbed a yogurt labeled healthier, only to realize later I'd paid for more thickeners and water, not better nutrition. It's like Wall Street betting against you.
Get this. Here's a quick edge. Use free scanner apps like YUKA or Open Food Facts. They flag recent recipe changes in seconds.
Seriously, switching to store brands can save you $20 to $30 a month, and you often get cleaner ingredients for less money. But understand this, all of this label juggling is just the surface move. Next, I'll show you the dirtiest one of all, the oil swap. Alright, this is where the real damage happens. Seriously, lean in for a second, because you need to hear this. Let's start with the trick you're seeing everywhere, water padding. That extra creamy yogurt? It's not creamy. It's just extra water, diluted first, then thickened back up with gums and modified starches to fake the texture.
But the ugliest swap? Chocolate. Cocoa prices have exploded over the last few years. So instead of eating the cost, companies quietly replaced expensive cocoa butter with cheap palm oil and vegetable fats.
The taste is flatter, waxier, more chemical. Industry data shows more than half of shoppers already noticed these quality drops in snacks by 2025. Here's one simple check you can use right now. If cocoa butter isn't near the top of the ingredient list, you're not buying real chocolate anymore. You're buying flavored oil. Hold on to that, because next, I'm going to show you how companies hide all of this behind words like sustainability, and how to spot when those claims are pure cover for cost cutting. Okay, fair enough. Let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Big Food says these changes are actually good for you.
Palm oil instead of cocoa butter? They call it sustainable. Artificial sweeteners. They say it's healthier with fewer calories. Watered down yogurt? No. That's just a modern formula for better texture.
And it's not just food. Hotels quietly skip daily cleaning. Airlines shrink your legroom. All of it branded as eco-friendly moves to save the planet. Sounds noble on paper, right? But look, it's the same energy Wall Street had when they swore subprime mortgages were rock solid. Yeah, we know how that story ended. I almost bought the pitch myself. Thought, maybe they're actually going green. Then I checked my bills. Groceries still punch my budget, and hotel stays feel cheaper in service, but not in price. Here's the reality check. Even as disclosure rules tighten through 2026, companies still hide changes in microscopic print or swap in loophole ingredients most people won't recognize.
Seriously, if this were really about sustainability, prices would go down, not your trust. Quick pro tip. If you see new and improved, Google the brand plus recipe change. Check sites like mouseprint.org.
Look, profit incentives will always beat your taste buds. But once you see the game, you're no longer playing blind. Final part coming up. NOBS Survival Guide. Time to flip the table. All right, let's bring this home and put the power back where it belongs. Remember that chocolate bar from the beginning? The one that went from a rich reward to a chemical letdown? Now you know exactly why. The swaps, the dilution tricks, the ingredient name games. All designed to dodge new rules while keeping your bill just as high. But here's the part most people miss. This isn't hopeless. Wall Street might love binge watching your wallet, but you're holding the remote.
Here's your NOBS Survival Guide. 1. Weekly Label Audit. Flip 3 items you buy all the time and check the top ingredients. 2. Go seasonal and fresh. Farmers markets cut processed junk fast. 3. Let apps like YUK do the work. 4. Switch just one category per month. Chocolate now, yogurt next. 5. Prep the basics. Simple sauces, easy meals. More money back in your pocket.
Do this consistently, and you're looking at 100 a year. Real money for travel, treats, or just breathing room. Don't sit this one out while they smile all the way to the bank.
Hit subscribe for weekly breakdowns that actually protect your money. And drop a comment. What food you love has been quietly skimped lately? Let's call out together.